Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the Great Amalgamation, and I am Derrick Draven. With me is Adam Helms. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
And we are going to commentate on Bruce fighting Nicol Bolas in Magic Duel of the Planeswalkers 2013 in anticipation for Magic Duel of the Planeswalkers 2014. Arriving this summer.
Do you really think I mean, they go so big. What can they do after 2014?
The same thing.
Oh.
2015 with the
2015, you're insane.
Or they could go bankrupt and then do a 2K15. But it could be the most dramatic Magic ever. I just split two video games.
And then they really have to go for money and they do street Magic.
That would be sweet.
You can jump off walls and
we
shit and play a
keeps.
card.
So Bruce decides not to take his first hand, but instead it may take his second hand, which looks a lot like the hand he had when my mic cut out, so we started again. I took a shot beforehand. I'm already drunk, and I'm doing play-by-play commentary. We'll see how that works out. Adam, who is not as efficient, as efficient of a
drinker,
as a Magic player.
Oh, Magic player? I thought you were gonna say drinker.
Both, actually. He's going to be doing color commentary. He's the Jerry Lawler to my Jim Rouse. So at one point, I will be yelling...
You got Bell's palsy? At one point, you're gonna half your face is going to go paralyzed?
Too soon.
Too soon? It's been years!
Chris Benoit.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Crispin Wah. Mr. Wah.
Ah,
Mr.
Wah.
Crispin Wah.
Yeah, this is about Magic, not wrestling.
We started over. He decided to get a new hand. All right. That's fine.
I didn't notice.
I think he screwed up. He said that he wanted a
forest?
He wanted to make sure that he got a forest, yeah.
All right. So now he gets to pick Magic mana out of his hand, put it on, or not his hand, his deck. Say something. I don't know Magic.
You were doing fine, actually. When you said deck, you gave it a lot of feels. He goes with an island, already has a forest like he wanted. Nicol Bolas' turn, and he puts out a artifact, the Mox Ruby.
I thought it was fire.
Yep. Dranked, bitch.
Let's see. Demonic Tutor coming out on the field.
Really? Already?
And now it's away.
I have cupcakes I have to be reminded to eat. Fans, tell me to eat my cupcakes.
Was the Demonic Tutor like a jobber?
No.
Oh, okay.
Day of Judgment. Oh, we got that going for us.
Destroys all creature. Terramorphic Expanse.
Soonish, but we're going to be using that, I assume.
We will
be using Day of Judgment later.
I assume that nobody can read.
That's not
so
really...
Day
of Judgment isn't really the finisher. It's more of the momentum switch. God damn it. My secretary gave me a straw for this drink, and it's really throwing off my game. But also, I feel like if I tilt my head back, I might fall asleep. So anyways, nothing is out yet, and everybody has a vast array of mana.
Oh, he gets to pick new mana out of his deck again, and the table didn't give a damn.
That reference is so out there. Andy Kaufman doesn't get it.
Andy Kaufman is dead, man. Too soon. I can't. I laughed when I said that. All right. Was it like
looking for another forest and not getting it? But still, we're not doing too terribly bad.
I do have to say,
and by not doing too terribly bad, I mean nobody's really played anything.
Put your finger in my face.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm play-by-play.
Yeah.
You add the color.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you're whiter than I am.
White is not a color.
I guess doesn't really make sense. Who's whiter, Scottish people or Irish people?
That is a good question.
Because you're Scottish, as you learned seemingly recently. When we were growing up, you thought that you were Irish.
Yeah, like my
and now you're against me.
Like my family's like, oh, we're all Irish, and then my grandpa just went like all in on this, trying to figure out where we're from. Turns out my entire family's from
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. No, just like right out of Scotland. It's crazy.
Well,
We actually own a castle, but it's a tower. It broke down.
I'm Irish and I own no castles. Probably a few pubs.
Probably. I was
Although-
gonna totally say something and I totally forgot.
I do want to steal one of your women. Just one.
Scottish. Which one? I gotta know because you were saying that earlier.
Karen Gillian.
Is that something from Doctor Who?
Yes.
At least I got it this time.
You guessed.
I'm learning.
This isn't raspberry. I was hoping it was a raspberry cupcake. I want to be talking about the gameplay here, but nothing's really
Bruce
been
has
done.
too many cards in his hand. Has to discard one. He picks the one with fire on it. I don't know what it is. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Cruel Ultimatum.
Oh, already? Wow, there really hasn't been a lot going on because Cruel Ultimatum is a specifically, as you can see, a specifically designed card. I guess it works out sort of in his favor because he doesn't have to sacrifice a creature for it.
I gotta say, one thing I do love about Magic is the artwork.
It's fantastic.
I'd like to point out that because of this card, discarding is not that big a deal.
I'd like to point out that because of that card, discarding is not a big deal.
That is some just insightful commentary right there. Where did you ever come up with that? Could it be that you're just so on the ball that you know everything, or could it be that Bruce shouted it from the back that because he's not on mic?
If I was sober, I'd be paying attention to this slightly more. Like, my drunk persona is in this, like, I want to fight. I don't want to be in a fight. I'm going to commentate a fight. If I was out on the street, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be Jim Rossing a fight.
Remember that time we were walking back from Meyer? This has nothing to do with Magic.
I've walked it back from Meyer a billion times
Yeah, but it
before.
was me and you and not you.
For those who don't know what Meyer is, it's a Midwestern grocery company.
Midwestern. It's Michigan and a little bit of Indiana.
No, I have worked there before, and they've spread out a lot more.
Oh, okay.
They've got one in Kentucky.
Woo!
You can buy your sister something.
Like an engagement ring.
Nicol Bolas just cast my son's gone.
Nicol Bolas just cast his son's dog. I'm sorry, Bruce, I didn't hear you. Something to do with your son and
All son's gone. That card that I was like, this is why I
all,
got worried.
all sons dawn. The one that Bruce.
Anyways,
I
more
don't know.
cultivation. Do we foresee any? I guess we don't. We don't have any in our hand at the moment. Let's say, do we foresee any?
Bruce is choosing a value.
Are we gonna cut me off every time I start to make an insight?
I was being Lawler.
Puppies. That's your. If you're gonna be Lawler, that's your cue.
You haven't said slobber knocker once.
I'm waiting for the right time.
Okay.
When Steve 316 comes out, I will yell Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
He's one of the planeswalkers.
Yes.
It's a Grave Titan.
Death Touch. And is this on his side? That is
Whoa.
that is definitely something that should be played definitely soon. Yeah, we're not doing so hot on the creatures on our side of the battlefield.
Bruce is
For a
hinting.
babyface play-by-play commentator, I am really biased.
You want Bruce to win? You don't. I'm gonna go for Nicol Bolas.
Okay.
I want him to win. We should put money down on this.
I'll give you this cupcake,
It's almost gone.
and I'm gonna eat it right now.
He shoved the whole thing in his mouth.
I miss my face.
Compulsive research. Nicol Bolas just played OCD. I think
The
we're
battlefield once again empty. Soon.
Bruce, I have to say,
5-1. He's throwing out the big attack creatures.
you are very beautiful with your crow. Yeah, see, the arrows are pointing right to it. Like, look at it.
I've just been informed by my secretary. This is Stirring Straw.
Oh. Really? I did not hear her.
It's a he.
Oh, that's why.
We're pretty fucking progressive in this sumbitch. Once again, the field is empty. This is not a very high contact game. Very technical.
Did you want full contact magic?
I just saw full pubes.
Oh yeah. There is a. Oh, by the way, we're all in boxers.
Cruel Ultimatum once again being played.
What a dick.
Bruce, remember when I said earlier that I sat in your chair and I got chocolate on me? There was chocolate right next to Derrick's goodie bag.
Secretary, please remove this.
With your tongue.
My wife wouldn't like that.
Don't throw chocolate at me.
It's not chocolate, it's raspberry.
I don't want to.
Touche.
I almost ate it. So he said it's raspberry. I like raspberry.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of cruel ultimatums.
And I'm dead.
You think somebody would have to pick
What the
one
fuck?
of them?
Yeah, what the fuck is not something you hear that often, but this game was very one-sided. Bruce came up with a few comebacks, or I mean, at least he attempted
You know,
to fend off the
I gotta
creatures.
say-
But at the
oh,
it would seem that on this day, Nicol Bolas truly smacked that bitch up.
you know, he just came out. He was a better card player, and he played a better hand of cards. And I mean, Bruce did his best, but
The CPU's AI logic definitely did a lot better.
yeah,
Also uses banned cards.
But, and he uses banned cards, Bruce would like to acknowledge that he uses banned cards. I play Underground and Legacy rules. Is Legacy, any card rules? I don't play Legacy either. I play Underground. I want them sweet, sweet consonants.
Next, can we play WWE 13 and commentate it like a card game?
I didn't bring it with me, but fortunately for Bruce, this is a best of 3 series.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Is he gonna do it again, or are we gonna?
Best of 3 series.
You wanna do it?
Stay tuned for part 2 of the best of 3 series.
If you like, click like or subscribe. I mean, yeah, nobody does, but do it. For the love of God, do it.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dig it, and all of those other things that you people do. My wife and other
My roommate Tom.
and the 6 others.
my phone.
I kind of picture that like he's like
We appreciate you.
he's like he said my name. Woo!
Never met your roommate, but he's my favorite person. Anyways,
Are we going again?
this has been TGA. You have just watched Magic and
If you like, I'll buy you a puppy.